Efficacy. Just that one word carries a universe of meaning, doesn't it? It's like the golden ticket in the world of medicine, the key to unlocking the potential of a drug. When we talk about efficacy, we're diving deep into the heart of what a drug can do, its maximum effect, that peak performance it can achieve. Picture it like a race car revving its engine, ready to zoom down the track. But hold on. Just because it can go super fast doesn't mean it will always win the race. That's where the concept of efficacy comes into play. It's about understanding how well that car can perform when the rubber meets the road, regardless of how much fuel we pour into it. Now, let's take a moment to untangle the web of terms we often hear in the medical field. Efficacy and potency, two words that might seem synonymous, but oh boy, they're not. Think of potency as the amount of fuel needed to get that race car moving. It tells us how much of a drug we need to get a reaction. But efficacy? That's the thrill of the ride, the maximum speed we can achieve. A drug might be potent enough to get you zooming, but if it doesn't have the efficacy to reach the finish line in style, what's the point? Imagine you're at a theme park, standing in front of two roller coasters. One is a towering giant that promises to take you on the ride of your life, while the other is a smaller, less intimidating one. The first one might be super potent, but if it doesn't deliver the exhilarating drops and loops, it's just not going to be memorable. Efficacy is all about that experience, that ultimate thrill, and it's crucial for us to grasp this distinction. So how do we measure this efficacy? That's where the magic of clinical trials comes in. Picture a bustling lab, scientists in white coats, clipboards in hand, and a group of brave participants ready to embark on a journey of discovery. In these trials, we pit the drug against a placebo or a standard treatment, like a showdown between superheroes. The results? They reveal the true power of the drug, showing us just how effective it can be in real-world scenarios. It's like watching a movie and waiting for the plot twist that changes everything. Let's not forget the real-world implications of this understanding. Imagine a doctor sitting across from a patient, discussing treatment options. The doctor pulls out the latest research on a new medication, highlighting its efficacy in treating a specific condition. This knowledge empowers healthcare providers to make informed decisions, guiding their patients toward the most effective treatments available. It's like having a treasure map that leads to the best possible care. But here's the twist in our story. Efficacy doesn't guarantee success for everyone. It's a bit like baking a cake. You can follow the recipe to the letter, but sometimes the cake just doesn't rise the way you hoped. Individual responses to medication can vary widely, influenced by genetics, lifestyle, and even other medications. Picture a group of friends all trying the same dessert recipe. One person's cake might be a fluffy masterpiece, while another's could be a dense brick. It's the same with medications. Just because a drug shows high efficacy in trials doesn't mean it will work the same way for everyone. This variability is a crucial piece of the puzzle. It reminds us that medicine isn't one size fits all. Each patient is unique, and their response to treatment can be influenced by a myriad of factors. It's like tuning a musical instrument. What works for one might not work for another. This is why personalized medicine is gaining traction, tailoring treatments to fit individual needs and responses. As we navigate this complex landscape of drug efficacy, we also need to consider the limitations. A drug might show fantastic results in clinical trials, but once it hits the market, the real-world scenario can be a different ballgame. It's like a movie that gets rave reviews but flops at the box office. We need to keep our eyes open and continue studying these medications in diverse populations to truly understand their efficacy across the board. So, let's recap this roller coaster of insights. Efficacy is the maximum effect a drug can produce, while potency is about how much is needed to get there. Clinical trials are our best friends in measuring this efficacy, guiding healthcare providers in their choices. But remember, just because a drug shines in trials doesn't mean it will dazzle everyone in the real world. Individual responses can vary, and that's where the art of medicine comes into play. Keep supporting alpha interferon,